Welcome back. Animation studios like Pixar and DreamWorks have brought us just about every animal in the animal kingdom to life. Everything from happy penguins to kung fu fighting pandas, even sloths.
And now comes an animal that's more on the mundane side, really, the snail. But Turbo isn't your typical garden variety snail. Jason Jabba Davis joins us on the couch to discuss.
Well, Andrew, that is his natural habitat, the garden. I'm not a big fan of snails because we just planted basil and it's been destroyed by snails. So if any snails are watching this, the salt is coming out when I get home.
Oh.
Okay, slugs, that goes for slugs as well. I mean, snails are a pretty challenging creature to animate, bring them to life and make them lovable, but somehow DreamWorks have managed to do this with Turbo, just like they did, I suppose, for Shrek. You know, who would have loved an ogre before that movie? They've managed to pull that off. And look, the bar's set high for legendary kids films. Shrek, Toy Story, Ice Age, Madagascar, Despicable Me, more recently The Lorax and Wreck-It Ralph, you know, a couple of my favourites. So always willing to welcome new contenders, and that's what Turbo wants to be. He's obsessed with car racing and going fast. So luckily he gets dosed with a big hit of nitrous oxide, which turns him from just a regular household snail. It's weird because whenever I got dosed with nitrous oxide, everything just went nung and 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 nung. But for him, he goes super fast, ends up at the Indy 500 with his brother, who's very reluctant. There's another couple of brothers who have a taco stand that's not exactly screaming success. So there's a nice brotherly thing. Speaking of brothers, Snoop Dogg and Samuel L. Jackson, there's a film you can take your kids to that those two guys appear in. So let's take a quick look right now at Turbo.
Ready? Set.
Yeah, a lot of laughs in Turbo. Ruby, who's 6, as you know, she got a little bit fidgety in the movie, but afterwards she kept drawing pictures of Turbo, so she's, you know, very up for it. 3.5 stars for that.
Very nice.
Definitely good for kids that like race cars. Obviously, a whole.
Do you think that Pixar and Disney, by the way, could make a cockroach lovable?
No, that's the challenge if you're watching.
That is the big challenge.
Very quickly, Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters is in cinemas. That's probably good for older kids. For boys, I'm tipping Percy and Turbo. For girls, very hard to beat the Smurfs too. That's obviously a good movie for kids, and probably the One Direction movie that's out there that I wasn't able to see. There were no screenings.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Smurfs movie though, I mean, for girls, you reckon? With that incredibly lopsided gender balance.
Yeah,
it's
there's
like
a
one
Britney Spears
Smurf
song. She keeps watching the Ooh La La video, so
it's like the federal cabinet.
Do you like my shirt?
It is.
Birthday present from my wife. Thank you for the shirt.
Hey, looking good, Jab.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, guys.
Happy birthday.
Don't go anywhere.
Jinx.
Personal jinx, everlasting jinx.
I said jinx, you can't
you
talk.
go everlasting jinx. Anyway, don't go anywhere. We've got more of Weekend Sunrise right after this. Jinx.